In a harrowing testimony delivered on Thursday, Gisèle Pélicot recounted the unimaginable trauma of discovering that her now ex-husband, Dominique Pélicot, had allegedly drugged her so that other men could repeatedly rape her while she was unconscious. The testimony came during the high-profile trial in the southern French city of Avignon, where 71-year-old Dominique Pélicot and 50 other men face charges of aggravated rape. The case, which has rocked France, is expected to continue until December. Speaking calmly yet clearly, Gisèle, now in her 70s, detailed the devastating impact of learning that her husband had filmed dozens of suspected rapes, amassing thousands of images and videos which police later found during their investigation. "It's unbearable," she told the court. "I have so much to say that I don't always know where to start." This was the first time Gisèle had testified since the trial began earlier in the week. Although victims of sexual crimes are generally kept anonymous, Gisèle insisted that her name be made public and that the trial be held in an open court, hoping her story could prevent other women from suffering a similar fate. Her lawyer, Stéphane Babineau, confirmed her decision to go public as part of her effort to stand in solidarity with victims of sexual violence. The horror unveiled, a trust betrayed. Gisèle testified about her 50-year marriage to Dominique, stating that she believed they had a close relationship. The couple, who had 3 children, retired to a small home in Mazan, Provence. It was only in late 2020, after Dominique was caught secretly taking photos of women's crotches in a supermarket, that his dark secrets began to unravel. A subsequent search of Dominique's phone and computer revealed thousands of images and videos showing men raping Gisèle while she lay unconscious in their home. Investigators determined that these crimes had been taking place over nearly a decade, beginning in 2011. When police first contacted Gisèle, she defended her husband, describing him as a great guy. However, after police showed her the evidence, her world came crashing down. "For me, everything collapsed," she said in court. "These are scenes of barbarity, of rape." She described how she packed 2 suitcases and left, feeling that all she had left of her 50-year marriage was her clothing. "Since then, I no longer have an identity. I don't know if I'll ever rebuild myself," she added. An elaborate system of abuse. Investigators discovered that Dominique Pélicot had meticulously orchestrated the assaults, using a messaging site often frequented by criminals to invite men to his home to rape his wife. The website, which French authorities have since shut down, was used to coordinate meetings, during which the invited men followed a strict set of rules. Court documents reveal that the men were told to avoid talking loudly, remove their clothes in the kitchen, and refrain from wearing perfume or smelling like tobacco. Some waited up to an hour and a half in a nearby parking lot while Dominique ensured that Gisèle had been sufficiently drugged. A toxicologist testified that Pélicot used a cocktail of medication, including Temesta and Zolpidem, to incapacitate his wife. The drugs, which are hypnotic and anxiolytic, ensured that she was completely unconscious during the attacks. Shockingly, the court heard that the men were not required to wear condoms, and as a result, Gisèle contracted 4 sexually transmitted infections. She described the horrific abuse, telling the court, "I was sacrificed on the altar of vice. They regarded me like a rag doll, like a garbage bag." Tracking down the suspects. Thanks to the recordings made by Dominique, police were able to identify and track down the majority of the 72 suspects over a 2-year period. A total of 50 men, aged 22 to 70, are now standing trial alongside Dominique Pélicot. Some defendants have attempted to defend themselves by claiming they were manipulated by Pélicot and did not know what they were participating in. Gisèle rejected these claims in court, telling the panel of judges, "These men entered my home, respected the imposed protocol. They did not rape me with a gun to the head. They raped me in all conscience. Why didn't they go to the police station? Even an anonymous phone call could have saved my life." The long road to justice. The trial is expected to last several months, with defendants appearing before the judges in small groups. In addition to the testimony of the defendants and victims, expert witnesses including psychologists, psychiatrists, and computer specialists are scheduled to testify. Outside the courthouse, Gisèle Pélicot told reporters that while she was under significant pressure during her testimony, she was determined to see justice served. "We will have to fight until the end," she said. The case has sparked widespread outrage in France, with many calling for reforms to better protect victims of sexual violence. Activists have gathered outside the courthouse, demanding accountability for those involved and more robust laws to prevent such atrocities in the future. The case has laid bare the depth of the abuse and manipulation that can take place behind closed doors, as well as the devastating consequences for victims. As the trial continues, the nation watches, waiting for justice to be served for Gisèle and the countless other victims of sexual violence. Key details. Victim: Gisèle Pélicot, 70s. Accused: Dominique Pélicot, 71, and 50 other men. Charges: aggravated rape. Duration of crimes: 2011 to 2020. Trial location: Avignon, France. Duration of trial: expected to run until December. This trial marks a significant moment in the ongoing fight against sexual violence in France, with Gisèle's bravery in coming forward serving as a powerful reminder of the importance of solidarity and justice for all victims. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe for more updates.